for was the actual cabinet themselves.
Oh.
So Department of State, Department of Treasury, Department of War, and the Attorney General or Department of Justice was basically the three that they were, the four that they were looking for. I did, some of you, one of you, and this has happened before, that gave the answer as the actual people who were in those cabinet positions, which I gave half off, or I took half off because that's not what they were asking for. But at least I gave you half credit for it. So actually, you guys did pretty good. I think as of right now, everybody's like in getting above a 90 in the class. So we'll see what this last test does to everybody's scores. Yes.
So I haven't taken the test yet.
Yeah, you'll have to turn that, you'll have to get that to me as soon as you can.
Okay. So like if I can bring it like Wednesday or Friday or something.
Yep, that'd be great. So then that way I can grade it, because I'll probably won't grade it till this weekend anyway.
I forgot you went here for youth group. Yeah. Youth group required.
Okay. So, what's going on in the world today?
The Indians lost, and I'm really mad.
They're just holding their championship for this today or tomorrow.
I know. Oh my
I mean
gosh.
tomorrow,
I was watching
Wednesday.
the game though. Oh, okay. So I get really into games. Like, don't watch them with me because you get really annoyed.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch them.
I don't
And
want
so okay, I was so mad. I was like, I was like screaming at the TV, and I was like, "You guys are professionals. What are you doing?" And my friend just like, she's like, "You don't yell at me when I mess up in soccer." I'm like, "Well, you're not a professional. You don't have high standards. They have high standards." And I was so mad.
What were you yelling at them for?
They were just being bad. They just.
Or the other team was being good.
No, I was really mad at the pitcher, honestly. I was
He only gave up 3 runs.
only 3.
I mean, against the Chicago Cubs, it's like averages like 6, 5 or 6 runs a game.
I don't watch sports, to be honest. I really don't. So, that gets too crazy.
Browns lost. Oh, there's a shocker.
That one's almost scared me after that one.
I was kind of, oh, speaking of which, I guess I should collect your
That's why
homework
this
for this
year
week,
is
right?
pretty
What a
much
good idea.
irritating.
I'll staple it. I'm gonna lose this who's.
You don't have
It just,
Test, other assignments, everybody else's. So all that was due is the test? I thought there was other.
Yeah, well, and the tutorial.
Oh. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, okay.
I got 13 slides on my Walt Disney thing.
Oh, good.
Only 13? Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't know how we did it.
what else is going on in the world today? Yeah, the FBI reopened Hillary's case. Do you think this will have an effect on the election?
Yes. We can't vote
People are
on criminal.
stupid these days.
I know. They keep,
So probably not, if I'm being honest here.
they keep voting.
We'll talk
for
more about that
Hillary.
one in the government class, especially since Devin's not here, so it won't matter anyway whether I talk about it or not. So, we'll talk more about the Hillary debacle.
You know, in my opinion, I think Theodore Roosevelt was the only good Democrat voted. I think. I
He
don't
was
know.
actually a Republican.
Really?
Yes.
But the book says he was Democratic.
That's because the book's wrong. As usual.
There have actually been some good Democrats. Actually, Andrew Jackson was a good Democrat.
Really? You know what's so wrong? That this whole case on Hillary was opened only because of that congressman.
Anthony Weiner?
Yeah, his issues.
There are so many jokes there.
It's just so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, it's sad. So,
Beyond bad.
we'll talk more about it in the government class. I just am concerned about how well this will affect the election. There are a lot of people who are saying, oh yeah, Trump's won. And I'm like, I don't know about that
I'm
yet.
not gonna care. She should be in jail in the first place and she's still there. So
Yeah,
it's not gonna
she
do
should.
anything.
She should have been, her and Bill should both be in jail for some of the things that they have done with their foundation is the most. Do you know that there was a Navy guy who has been charged with espionage because he was taking pictures of the inside of the ship that he was on in areas that was classified and sending them to his family. Basically, he's doing selfies. And so some of the parts of the building that he was in, or parts of the ship that he was in, was classified information, and you can't take pictures. So he's been court-martialed for that. Well, his defense is the Hillary Clinton defense. He didn't know that he was taking pictures of classified information, therefore he had no intent of distributing the information, therefore he should not be prosecuted for this.
Good job.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty brilliant by him and his lawyers, because that's exactly about the truth of it, unfortunately.
So next time we hear about it, or next time somebody runs over somebody in the street, or, you know, one of those accidental murders in cars, they can just say they didn't know that the person was there.
Right, that's right. I had no intent of killing the person.
Okay.
I just want to.
Or is it, who was it that ran over the person and then backed up again and ran over the person?
Oh.
But they had no intent of killing the person, so.
Someone with no brain.
No.
There was, okay, so like, I get off at Graham Road when I come home from work.
Yeah.
And like, I noticed up ahead there's a bunch of brake lights, so I'm like, okay, check this out, because there's not usually a brake light till 11:30 at night. And, so I kind of passed my exit, and then like I was slowing down because everyone stopped, and I stopped right underneath the bridge, and I could see up ahead they had the road blocked off, it was like closed.
Right.
And I told my mom and dad and everything, they were coming back from a friend's house from dinner, and they like stopped at Acme right there, and my dad and brothers went up on the bridge. It was like right underneath the bridge, a motorcycle
Really?
crashed, yeah. I don't know if he like got sideswiped or something.
There's a number of motorcycle groups here in the area that actually get on Route 8 and then try to do wheelies,
Yeah,
speed,
I've seen them when I'm
and do some
driving.
crazy things. So you wonder if that was that.
It wasn't really a sport bike, it was
Ooh, wow. Yeah, it looks more like a
What's that?
like a Harley.
yeah, like a touring bike.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got pictures.
Did the guy live? No. Oh.
Yeah,
I guess that's if you're gonna be in an accident, that's the way to go.
yeah, well, I mean, gauging by the highway, cause like you could see where he hit his head and everything, and then you could see where he most likely was hit and dragged by a car,
Good.
so.
Hopefully it was quick.
I hear about these stories all the
Hopefully
time,
it's
just like that.
Yeah. No, my brother's a firefighter paramedic. And when he first became a firefighter paramedic, one of the early crashes that he had to go to was a 4-car they boom, 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 boom. But then one of the last ones was a motorcycle, rear-ended that, went over the car, and the guy was laying on the hood. So my brother's on top of the hood while there were 2 women in the car, and they were still waiting to be treated and come out of the car because they were injured. And he's on the hood, opening the guy's shirt, inserting, putting in chest tubes, and right there in front of the people to help the guy and keep the guy from living, because he had like multiple fractures in his ribs, having a hard time breathing, so he had to put in a chest tube to relieve the air pressure in there,
Yeah.
because the collapsed lung, He's like, wait, it's quite I felt bad for them. I was hoping they wouldn't get sick from seeing him do all this stuff.
Because that's what, once you know he's good, then he finds ways, drift it over. Just to scare him.
Yes.
You're terrible. It would scare the guy underneath.
Anybody seen any clowns lately?
Tara has.
I saw one.
You saw one?
It was that just was one for Halloween.
Huh? You went inside and was there one trick or treating?
No,
Did-
I just.
Has everybody's neighborhood done trick or treating?
I don't know. I don't know, I was on my. Wait, no, Scott.
I didn't. I was at my cousin's house.
I'm not in the neighborhood. Well, like, we live on a really, really busy road, so like, we don't get trick or treaters. And plus, we just don't.
Yeah.
It's my story.
Yeah, we got a couple of young kids in the neighborhood, but we don't our neighborhood doesn't trick or treat either, because there's not enough younger kids. So,
My friend's friend OD'd on heroin and died on Friday.
oh, that's,
So like Woodridge is like a really depressing place right now.
I bet,
Who?
What?
Who?
You don't know them.
Oh, okay.
somebody OD. It's the number of ODs, it's becoming quite an epidemic. It's gonna be something that everybody's gonna know somebody who OD'd on heroin. It's getting bad. Unfortunately, I don't think we have the right solution right now for our drug problems in the United States. Maybe we just need to bring back Nancy Reagan. Just say no. It's what the tagline was that she had in the 1980s. That was her big public service, is she spent a lot of time saying, trying to curb drug use. To tell you the truth, it actually worked. It had a lot of educational things in it. The sad thing is now we're getting into we're coming up on election a week from tomorrow, and on the ballot in a number of states is legalizing recreational marijuana. So do you guys think that will make drugs worse or make drugs less likely for people to use other drugs?
Less likely.
You think less likely?
Well, it's,
I can defend that.
Oh, that's nice.
it's two completely different drugs, so it's like, people that do marijuana,
There are a number of people who just stick with marijuana. But there are a number of people that they start with marijuana and then they move on to other ones too, because they want that high. And so because they tried marijuana, they're willing to try other drugs. I don't know. I don't know what the solution to the problem is. What I'd like to see is, we've got a couple of states that passed the legalization of marijuana. I want to see I would rather, as the state of Ohio, I'd rather go, let's wait 5-6 years and see what happens in Colorado or some of these other states that have passed it, and see if it really does curb some of the problems. I heard on the news today there was a guy stopped on Route 8 with a U-Haul. He was moving furniture, and when they pulled him over, they looked in there, and inside the furniture he had hidden something like 200 and some pounds of marijuana that he was driving out west to sell. So, it's like, wow, kind of crazy. But, the drug problem is becoming quite the issue, and we need to look at it. Okay, I want to go ahead and get started on, just do chapter 9, get through some of this so that we can get to your pictorial essays, which I know you guys are excited to.
I'm actually really excited because I did Johnny Depp. It's like,
Do you know, I saw one of his early movies. Do you know what one of his early movies was?
the something.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, that's way later.
Yeah.
It was a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, yes, he was killed by Freddy Krueger.
Yep.
Speaking of Halloween, because I was like watching that movie, I hadn't seen it in like
In the movie.
I haven't seen that movie in ages.
Mhm.
So when I turned that on, I was, wow, that's Johnny Depp. Does he look young?
Right? I know. Okay, sorry. You'll see.
See, I remember Johnny Depp from 21 Jump Street.
Mm, yeah.
That's where he
I don't
really
know.
got his start and became.
Like the first movie I saw him in was like really, really old because my oldest brothers were watching it and they're like 27. But like I don't remember
What's his name? Gilbert.
Oh my gosh, the movie is so stupid.
I know, I watched
So
it.
What?
What's Eating Gilbert Grape with Johnny Depp?
Okay, so I remember Edward Scissorhands. which
I
was
watched
really
that
crazy movie.
before Pirates of the Caribbean.
The Revolution of 1800. So we have Thomas Jefferson and the Jeffersonian Republicanism. One of the things that you'll want to know is that there were really two schools of thought, back during this time. One was the Alexander Hamilton side of things, which was the loose constitutionalist, strong federal government. And then you had Jefferson, who was very much a strict constitutionalist, but also at the same time, he was very much an anti-federalist. He was for states' rights, smaller, limited government. And in fact, when we compare one of the scholars that I've read on some of this stuff, he actually believes that Jefferson was really the last small government president that we truly had. Now I would say, well, there's a few in there that you could probably say, no, these guys were pretty much smaller government and trying to reduce regulation. Reagan might be one, but even when you compare him to where Jefferson stood, he probably wouldn't be the same. Also, one of the things that always comes up is, well, two things that always come up with Jefferson is his religious views, because he was involved in a Bible where he did not believe in the miracles of Jesus. So he actually wrote his own Bible that removed everything out of the Bible about his, that included the miracles in the Bible. He was a strict viewer of, he didn't believe in the miraculous. So he didn't believe any of the miracles. He thought the miracles were in there just to try to make people believe in Christ. And so he actually had a Bible written that removed all those off and just had Jesus's words. Which, of course, if you read the last book of Revelation, it tells you what can happen to you if you remove any of the words in the Bible. And actually, some people say, well, that's just for the book of Revelation. Well, I would say, considering we consider it the last book, it's probably what they mean is the entire Bible. So that's one of the big things that everybody says, well, of course the United States was not founded on religious views. Look at Jefferson. And Jefferson's known for writing the letter to a pastor that includes the phrase separation of church and state, which is not in the Constitution, by the way. The amendment says that the government shall not abridge, shall not abridge the right to practice religion, but also will not create a religion. So what Jefferson was basically saying was that we would not do anything in the sun.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I have a situation.
Yes, for me,
I need somebody. I don't know who else is in the building.
I don't think anybody else is in the
Yeah,
building.
I
at
figured that. So there's a gentleman that came in
Mhm.
and he needs, in order for him to move on, he needs a marker so he can do the sign. Do you have a black marker?
No,
Where
we
you
do
mark
not,
each end?
no,
Okay.
no.
I'm trying to be compassionate and helpful.
yeah.
I don't know what else to do.
Vince? How did he get in? Vince Patea?
I'm not threatened.
No.
Anyway,
Well, I just want someone on staff.
yeah, somebody can help him.
Facilities? They should be back from lunch.
I looked in this one room out here, there's not, I mean, is there a whiteboard marker? you can use?
No.
Okay.
That's, everything's put away. They're closed, nobody's here.
Yeah.
This will be temporary. He just wants to stay back.
You're a heartless soul.
That was
Okay, so the other thing that Jefferson, of course, gets basically lambasted for is the fact that he owned slaves. And because of that, we have to discredit anything that Jefferson ever believed because he owned slaves. Now, we also have to remember at that time, you're all set?
He found his marker.
Okay, good. We have to remember that Jefferson, was following basically the economic model at the time. And now, does that make it right? No. But morally, back then, they justified it because of, you got letters from Paul, from the master to the slaves, and a lot of times, though, what the Jews preferred for slaves was what we would call indentured servants, which would be, you spend a short period of time in the service of someone, and then you basically come out of that after your time of serving is done. So that's the thing that a couple of things that Jefferson is really kind of looked down upon for. But remember, just like with Trump, we're not electing the perfect person. Jesus isn't on the ballot. And so, at least that's what I've heard a number of people say. Of course, we could probably say the same thing about Hillary, but Hillary might be actually a criminal in this case. Might be, keyword. The other thing is the 12th Amendment was the changes in the procedure for electing the president and vice president. And again, we start modifying the Constitution. A lot of amendments happen early on just because of things that were going on. One of the other ones that you're definitely going to want to know this, because I'm pretty sure there's an essay question on this on the next test, is the Marshall Court and what they did here with the Marbury versus Madison, which is established the ability for the Supreme Court to do judicial review. Then the other one is Gibbons versus Ogden, which established the delegated powers of the federal government. And then the McAuliffe versus Maryland established the implied powers of the federal government. Do you guys remember what the difference is between delegated and implied? You're going to need to know this for your test. Delegated powers are the powers actually listed in the Constitution that they have. The implied powers are the powers that they need to enforce those delegated powers. So if they have the ability to regulate interstate trade, then they have some implied powers of being able to go in there and affect and enforce those laws that give them the right to regulate interstate trade. So the Marshall Court is huge because it really does lead to the kind of court system that we have today, in the sense of allowing the Supreme Court to decide whether a law is constitutional or unconstitutional. Well, and basically also establishes the power of the federal government and what it can and can't do. So, some of Jefferson's triumphs, Barbary States. What were the Barbary States? Anybody remember? What were the Barbary States? You know, kind of fighting the same philosophy today. The Barbary States would have been the modern day, back then it would be what we would call ISIS today. They were Muslims, and what they would do is actually they would go and they would capture foreign ships and then make the foreign countries pay them bribes to get those ships back. Well, Jefferson said no, built us a navy, sent the Navy and the newly formed Marines over there and kicked their butt so that they would no longer take our ships. We're no longer going to bribe them and pay them money to get our people and our ships back. The other big thing, of course, that he's famous for is the Louisiana Purchase. One of the things that you need to know, why did Napoleon sell this? So why did he sell? What was Napoleon in the middle of in Europe at this time? What was going on in Europe? What's Napoleon famous for?
For selling some land to where it was in what?
Well, it was actually sold to the United States, but why? What was he doing over in Europe?
Preparing for war.
Yes, he was. Come on, he practically conquered all of Europe. He's famous for, you guys have had world history, right? How many have had world history? Okay, you know what Napoleon did, right? He marched his troops. Anybody, you guys know the song?
I'm trying to remember it from.
So Napoleon, who actually wasn't French, which is actually the French became strong. No, just kidding. So the French, so he starts basically almost one of the first world wars in Europe and conquers almost all of Europe. If it wasn't for some alliances that formed against him, he probably would have established a long kingdom. But one of the things he didn't want was war with the United States as well, and war spilling on over here. So he sold the French portion of the United States, which some would say he didn't really have the right to because he didn't own it. It was really, owned by the Indians. But of course, land and such goes to the power of the strong. And so he sells it to the United States, Lewis and Clark. And of course, we all know who is Sacagawea? National Treasure? Or no, not National Treasure. Night at the Museum. Thank you. Yes, Night at the Museum. You guys haven't seen Night at the Museum?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Sacagawea, she was the Indian who helped Lewis and Clark explore the West. She became a translator for them. And then Zebulon Pike, whose Pike's Peak is named after, some of the things. Also during this time frame, we can't forget Aaron Burr and him being tried for treason. Probably should do the same thing for Hillary. But why was Aaron Burr tried for treason? Anybody remember? Did you guys read this week?
Right, yeah.
There was a lot of stuff going on.
We're supposed to.
Were we not supposed to? Oh, did we take this week off? Oh, okay, well, this is good review for you guys early. This will be with your questions. Okay, okay, so, cool. So, actually, we'll go over it again. I was thinking we were supposed to do this. Well, it's on my notes, I had it written down. Didn't check the schedule, though. See, that's what happens when you write different notes. So, just so you know, Aaron Burr was tried for treason. So, next week, I expect to have the answer. We also have the Indians in Northwest Territory, Mad Anthony Wayne, William Henry Harrison, Tecumseh, and the Prophet. So you will be reading about the Battle of Tippecanoe and its significance. So I got to remember, I got an actual, it's kind of cool. It's a book on William and, or the Lewis and Clark expedition. It's actually got copies of their handwritten notes. It's not their real notes, but it's copies of the notes on really cool paper. So I should bring that in so you guys can see that. That's pretty good. Okay. Anyways, I wanted to stop here as it is. So we're going to finish this up then next week because I wanted to get on to doing some of this. Okay. So who wants to go first? Anybody want to go first? Okay, we're going to start out and I'll be depressed first. Okay.
What are we supposed to do? It's still like,
Oh, you got music to this. Hillary Rodham Clinton.
If we're honest, good choice.
That's drama. You shouldn't say those kinds of things. You can get yourself in trouble. Oh, she just had a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
She actually did good on this.
We just don't want Hillary to be the first woman president. I'm not in here. It's my class today. Nobody's here. No.
After many proposals.
Okay.
Should have said Jeannie's coming to second.
I have this class every,
She's just in a different room. But do you know this?
no.
What is this? Sandra?
That Hillary? Wow. How'd you do this? Is this an iMovie or something?
No.
No.
Cool. It's got one more song. Just need a couple slides. Tiny said that this was 3 minutes and 7. I think that's wrong.
Thank you for joining me for the event's first class.
I don't think you're singing a duet together.
Okay.
And then that was what I wanted to bring in several weeks ago. This will just play for like 30 seconds so you can shut it off every time now.
Did I change the room?
I have no idea. I always teach my class in here.
Okay, alright. That was so cool. I didn't make one with the
Are
music.
we supposed to make it go automatically?
That's why I have a clicker.
Ooh. That was neat. Who wants to go next?
Oh, I already clicked on Johnny Depp.
Yay!
Now, you said yours goes automatically?
Okay, well, that's all messed up now, so, like,
Oh.
it's not. Right, so hold on.
Okay, so, let's see here.
Oh, man.
That's okay, these things happen.
Okay, there's one picture, guys, that I seriously laughed at for a solid, like, 5 minutes, and I sent it to every person in my family. I was like, guys, look at Johnny Depp. You'll see them. I, like, zoomed up on it and everything. So funny. He looks like a teenage girl. It's really funny. Like, 'cause, okay. I'm just forgetting past this one because it's so.
I wanna see.
It's probably not as funny as I made it sound, but it's. Well, you have to zoom in and see.
Look.
It's got some,
I wanna see. Let me see. Alex, pass the phone to me when you're done.
what's your favorite one? No.
I wanna see. What the hell? Shoe is broken.
I'm like, why is he like that?
Yay, I didn't get to send mine, because I
I
could
don't
go
know.
last.
Shoes broken.
See, all the pictures are over there.
Yeah,
That picture made me think of the
So-
thriller.
probably what happened is you probably did it on a PC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I play it on my PC, it might work better. So we'll come back to yours.
Okay.
Why is my mouth on there?
It just depends. Okay, so, let's see. Let's look at, yeah, Trey Gowdy, U.S. Representative, and former prosecutor, I believe. So did it cover some of it, or no? Looks like it, that's fine. Gowdy was born.
I'm getting a picture of it, but like, small. And these were.
He's very well liked, because, I mean, he's such a strong candidate.
Yeah, he won by a lot.
Yeah, I do like the fact that he is, the fourth congressional, oh, okay, so he's up there, in that small part.
Yeah.
Crimes. Yeah. He's a tremendous, he's one of my favorite guys. He is so good in these committee hearings, especially when the Benghazi one, he was just amazing. Because, I mean, he asked some really, really good questions. Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, that's what I like about Gowdy is that he is not going to, don't shine it in her eye. She goes blind, she'll sue you.
I will see you.
Watch me.
He should run for president.
Yeah, he'd make an excellent president.
Oh yeah, he should run in like 4 years.
Why doesn't he just run now?
Yeah, see, I like this part here, that he said that he was going to, he'd run for whoever was going to be the Republican
But there's a
nominee.
laser on that thing?
Yeah, it's got a laser on it,
Oh, I'm gonna have fun.
but it doesn't shine on the TV. Why? Because the TV absorbs the light, it doesn't reflect it back, so it doesn't work.
What?
What?
Like him with
Okay,
the
so
like that.
that's it for everybody I've got, so,
Yeah, if I can.
yeah,
Wait.
bring it on up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's got her computer as well.
I could have brought my brothers, but he probably would have killed me, so I didn't.
No, it's just,
Don't you have your own computer, Michaela?
okay, so we need,
I mean, I have
Which
one,
kind
but
of
it's like
adapter?
60,000 years old, and it's dumb and stupid, and should not even be alive at the moment. I mean, function.
Hey, I want
Yeah, you should see right outside.
right here.
chicken.
My chicken died laying an egg the other day.
Should we call you a clown?
Why did your chicken die?
All she laid an egg.
She laid an egg, isn't that what chickens are supposed to do?
Yeah,
What do you guys do with the egg?
we threw it out.
Oh,
I'm like,
someone doing the universe? Someone did that.
You already did it.
yes, look.
You're-
Yeah,
Where'd you find that picture, Mr. Turkey?
it's.
It's hers, it's the background.
Oh, where'd you find the picture too?
Background's picture I took.
No, that's the other background.
I didn't that one.
Yes, I was gonna say, that's a pretty good telescope if you took that background.
No, I.
That does look pretty awesome.
Doesn't want to play.
Maybe that's something. I'm gonna be seeing on TV now. Have I got?
Whoa.
Oh, okay, so they're switched, so what we need to do is go keynote, preferences. And slideshow, or presenter display.
I didn't even touch my
And soccer or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know how to work it. I just kind of made it. And then-
Dude, did you put on a glove?
It wasn't lost though. Okay.
So there's a way of setting it to switch.
Oh, you guys.
Oh my god, you were busy doing some school.
Wait, did someone like not you or you?
No.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
It didn't say anything. I was like,
There we go,
oh.
found it. Okay, here we go.
Yay.
And you should be able to advance it.
Ah,
Oh,
There we go.
I didn't press anything.
yeah, it just, hold on. There you go.
Okay.
So, early life.
Tell me when you're done. Okay. Earlier continue. You good?
Oh, he served, I did
Yeah,
not
he
realize he
served.
served in World War One.
Because you saw it already. Those are just all like the first two are, what you would call it, schools, like, boarding schools, and then the last two. Those are just some quotes.
I would highly agree with the second quote. Is attested to both our political candidates.
Those are, some of the famous.
You're Christian.
Yes, yeah, it's probably one of his more
Wait, which
famous
one?
ones. Mere Christianity.
That's such a good book, guys. It's so good. I
those are the
want to read
dates
this
that-
for you guys.
The Abolition of Man is really good.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
that was
he,
also really good.
he wrote, a lot of people don't realize he wrote actually a science fiction series.
Yeah.
He wrote the Chronicles of Narnia too.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, this,
My favorite one is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Huh?
Mere Christianity, oh, what's the other one? The Abolition of
More
Man?
I like that picture so much.
I don't know.
All nonsense questions are unanswerable. That's another good quote. Good quotes. If only somebody would make a good series of movies
Right?
and not change them.
Oh,
I know. Once again.
There's some of these important people and I did judge them.
Like the second one.
Oh, moderately, yeah, that is another great quote. She can't be moderately important. Very good.
I have two. I just put them in big fonts so that way it would look like what is Wikipedia? That was what is this Wikipedia like?
Okay, make sure you send that to me.
No.
So I like to have copies. So I don't need one of your siblings coming to my class and using yours.
Okay, so when I said people.
You can email it to
Oh
me.
wait, shit. Should I?
Or if you save it, I can give you my junk drive. Put it on.
Let's do the music. Is people.
Wait, what?
Can you save it as a keynote speak? 'Cause I have
To
keynote.
what?
We joke about your using your projects, but we don't. Like, we kind of wonder if the teacher would recognize them.
I keep all of my old projects for my
You
students.
guys, you wouldn't be.
Yeah, which
You
was
wouldn't
Hillary
get
Clinton.
arrested if it was a person.
What if it was Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, I think she recognized, you know, that
And then it would
The,
flip her.
stops at today. Like, my PowerPoint stopped. Like, it's not like I could say she won.
Yeah.
She lost. Because, you don't know.
Yeah, that's true, you are kind of harmless.
Thanks. I like started out on it
Hey,
a month ago.
Yes.
Okay. I just
So what
Hey, you put in your drawings.
We're waiting on that to
I
be,
did one.
see if I can bring up the Johnny Depp one.
Yay, Johnny Depp's the best guy.
I don't feel bad. And there's another one.
He had like 2 wives at a time for 4 years. Maybe 3 daughters.
Okay, this one works.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm so hungry.
Oh, Keely, you get to go next. Ha ha ha.
Huh?
You get to go next. Like, am I going next or is she going next?
Your computer's still booting up.
It takes a while.
How Alex talking?
I didn't
And
Alex,
I like literally put the music this morning into the room.
Hey,
It's like 5
give me the sugar.
Then one of them, I accidentally bought the one without the lyrics, just the music. So I had to rebuy it.
No, Tara.
Get yours ready.
I know,
Wait,
it's still booting up.
I do. Okay, guys.
Okay, you ready? Okay.
Good. How really good. Oh, it went by itself.
1963. Oh, he's older than I am. Oh, go back.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's a picture of a skinny Jeep.
He dropped out at age
He
15.
did because he was stupid.
Dude, you're in bed called the kid. The other day. Sorry.
Go back to his shop.
Okay, it's on a timer.
He's the 20th cousin of Elizabeth II.
Uh-huh. No.
Descendant of the French speaker.
Oh, they met Nicolas Cage. That's too bad.
I know.
He meant Nicholas. Who's Nicholas Cage?
Oh my gosh,
Not
National
National
Treasure,
National
hello.
Treasure. That's about his best movie. He was good in The Lone Ranger.
He was.
And Sleepy Hollow was pretty good too.
I put all the
Charlie
kid ones
Chocolate
together
I
because
will tell you the Chocolate Factory.
otherwise it was.
I like that one.
Finding Neverland, have you seen
I love that movie, oh my gosh.
Transcendence?
Tourist?
Oh, you gotta go back.
Sorry.
The Tourist was good.
I love the movie. Benny and June is weird, don't watch
I
it.
haven't seen that one.
It's not worth it.
Transcendence is
Pirates of the
good.
Caribbean. I see that movie.
Into the Woods, he was good in that.
I want to see Into the Woods.
This is gonna take a while.
Because he's just that good.
Because he is, let's be real here.
He's so beautiful. People's Choice Award for your
But he hasn't won a
Ah,
Oscar yet.
do that.
He's like, eight.
Okay.
There we go.
Source Slide.
There's like 14.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's another one.
They still have to. Why, was he supposed to be dead now?
No, cause most people after their thing, like she did C.S. Lewis and he's dead. So I said he was alive, just in case you wondered.
Okay, mine's, it takes a
I
while.
didn't know who you did.
Hopefully,
I think like this
years
year's
like mine is not a timer, so never fair. I'm here. This is.
Yeah, I always recommend don't use a timer.
Just-
Anymore too, the problem that you have with presentations is PowerPoint always wants to do 4:3. Make sure you change it to 16:9, because that's what the aspect ratio of most TVs and most projectors are. So just an FYI.
Okay, I'm all set up now. No, I don't, you hear me? That's what my dad told me to do. Hey, you guys are a lot alike.
What, because we're in technology?
No, but like you know about technology and history and stuff. I do a lot of presentations on like any art person I can think of, because that's my passion. I like art.
Okay.
The mysterious who is the mysterious voice into the camera?
Wasn't he like frozen?
Yeah, he was like Captain America. Yeah.
Who?
Frozen.
Nobody. I'm just talking.
Okay.
He was frozen so that they find like a
Making sure it works.
probably
There it
go
goes.
back to life.
Okay,
Okay.
you have to look forward and backward. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hold on. It does that a lot. Let me get that. Okay.
What?
There,
Sorry.
it's ready.
Okay. I'm sorry. That does that a lot. It really does. Okay.
You know you were on camera.
Oh, hi world.
1901.
And that's
He
Mickey.
died December. Oh, of like, okay, 65 years later.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he died 10 years. Okay. I'm done.
Okay. This is early life. The town that was the picture is where he grew up. This is so weird. I had a dream just like this.
No one knows there. I think I'll move.
Okay.
Yep, go ahead.
Oh,
McKinley High School.
Just like,
so he joined the Red Cross in France. Well, first he joined the military, but he was underage. So then he joined the Red Cross in France. Okay. That's the best family picture I could come up with, to be honest.
Okay.
He died 3 days before her birthday. Oh, I know, it's sad.
At age 65,
Yeah,
which was not uncommon back in those days to die at age 60.
but he was giving his dad a chain smoking, but that's right. So yeah, those are the two pictures he made, except Oswald was rightfully stolen. Not rightfully stolen, but he was stolen. So yeah. Those are the first two very successful things
Mm-hmm.
he created. Like that's the left one's the first short, and the right one is
And
the
Snow
first.
White. Mm-hmm.
I love that movie. I really do. To be honest.
never seen it.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh,
I don't want to.
why not?
I've seen
was afraid of the Snow White ride.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it. Same.
Okay. And that's Walt Disneyland. You can see the whole thing. It's Walt Disney walking through it, like through black and white. Okay. Continuing.
You should have said like he was buried more involved in.
I'm surprised they didn't.
I'm surprised it did too.
He probably didn't want.
Because I put quotes on buried
Why?
because he was burned alive.
It's so buried.
He wasn't alive though, he was cremated, that means you're dead.
And yeah. We went to Disney World at 8. I was 10 when we first went to Disney World.
Oh, okay, so Walt opened Disneyland, and his brother opened Disney.
They had started working on the project
And then he
and
got
when,
cancer.
before Walt died.
You know, I was
and so-
looking at Noah's presentation at Disney.
Now they own Marvel and ABC and,
Sorry
yes.
to run out, but my mom's here at the door and she needs let in.
Okay.
Okay, well, I will continue without you. That's the best picture I could find, and that has a lot of characters on with it.
Mhm.
Oh, I almost forgot to add that they joined the alliances of Pixar. I don't know the year, but, oh, wait.
Yeah.
I was talking about the person at the company. Okay, I'm gonna wait for Olinda to come.
No, we don't have time,
Alright,
she can wait.
and that's the statue,
Mm-hmm,
and that's my big development.
okay, cool. Make sure you send it to me, I need a copy of it. Okay, you're all set,
Thanks. I'm sorry.
okay, cool.
The internet turned on. It does that a lot when I open my computer.
No, that's okay, those things happen. Okay, we'll take a break, we'll be back in about 5 minutes for government.
What's due for history?
Chapter 9,
Okay.
I have the schedule.
Sorry. You if you could email it to
When you guys come back, I will send you the schedule. Or I will show you the schedule, I'll do that for both this one and for government.
my battery's low. Hi.
There it is, yes, history schedule.
So you should go give a speech.
Now we all knew the mysterious voice of that person in the background
What?
cracking a joke at you. Okay, now I need to go get my other shoe. Okay. I'll go fix that.
Okay, so due next week, chapter 9. Read it, section, activity 1 and activity 2. Now remember, next week, because of the Answers in Genesis thing, class will probably not start until 1. So what we are gonna kind of do is kind of combine history and government, so they'll both be like shortened.
We're still gonna be up by
Yeah, because I know you guys have work and other things that you have to go to, so my plan will be not to keep you any longer than what we normally go.
Okay,
Okay,
we'll be out here.